guys, it's me, I'm back. I just wanted to say hello, hope you guys are well. If you're a new viewer, thank you so much for tuning in. If you've been watching my videos for a little while now, thank you so much for sticking around. It means a lot. So I thought we'd have a little bit of fun today, and I would share with you some of the things that I'm reading at the moment that I'm really enjoying. I'm a huge bookworm, I love to read. I've even got a long list in my bullet journal of all the things that I want to read, and I'm sharing some of those with you today. Now, if you need to know one thing about me, it's that I am very obsessed with Hygge. So naturally, when I saw this book, I had to pick it up. That is one of the things I love about Hygge, is it is kind of about finding a balance, about finding pleasure in the simple things. So I was really intrigued to read about this as well. I mean, it even says on the back, by living Lagom, you can reduce your environmental impact, improve your work-life balance, free your home from clutter. That is something I really need to work on. Become a more conscious consumer, cherish the relationships with those you love. That is very important. Enjoy good food the Swedish way. Grow your own and learn to forage. That sounds fun. Enjoy healthy exercise in nature and live a happier and more balanced life. That is the key to it, really, isn't it? And it's just full of so many interesting little facts, and it's kind of like a well-rounded look at lifestyle, not just like food, or not just kind of, I don't know, it's a bit of everything. And it's really interesting, and I've been enjoying reading it. It's a bit more of a light read, but it's quite fun, and I have already picked out a few little bits that I feel like I will be applying to my life very soon. So that is another great thing that I'm reading at the moment. This gorgeous book by Ruby Tandau, Eat Up, Food, Appetite, and Eating What You Want. Now, one of my reasons for picking up this book is because I'm really trying to work on my relationship with food. It's a bit toxic, and I'm kind of just trying to sort it out. So I thought this actually sounds really interesting. And she talks about stuff like the way food is viewed in our society, the differences between like men eating and women eating. The way she describes food is amazing. It's about actually like the pleasure of food and enjoying it, and it's so interesting. She even has a chapter on like emotional eating. There are little recipes about sharing. Like, I'm really excited to get through this book. I mean, the first few pages have been illuminating already, and I am just really excited. Plus I love the cover and like the inside. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but this one is literally doing it all. It's doing all the right things. Next up, we have Wonder by R.J. Palacio. I loved this book. I think I might have seen it on Katie's Twitter, because I think she posted ages ago about like asking recommendations for good books, and this was on there. Literally, I got so attached. I loved it. It's such a good book. I even cried when I finished it. I tore through it. It was so good. It tells the story about a little boy named August, and he has I don't know how to describe it really. It's kind of like he has a medical condition, but it's left his face very disfigured. But he's very young, and so he goes to school for the first time, and it's kind of like his experiences and adventures, but it's also told from the point of view of lots of other people in his life as well. It's a great book. They turned it into a movie apparently. I haven't decided yet whether or not I want to watch the film, but the book is a must read. Next, we have Other People We Married. It's a collection of short stories by Emma Straub. I don't know where I saw this actually. I think I just I must have spotted it on Amazon or something, and it sounded really interesting. It's a collection of short stories. I've not actually started it yet, but it sounds really interesting. A lot of the reviews talk about her really colorful and creative characters, and how you kind of recognize yourself in all of them. So I'm really interested to give this a read. Short stories lately have been really fascinating for me. It's kind of an untouched genre. I've never really read a lot of short stories, so I thought I would give this a go. It sounds really interesting, so there you go. Other People We Married. The Opposite of Loneliness. Now, I remember when this book came out because Marina Keegan, who wrote the book, she had gotten lots of accolades while she was still in school. She went to Yale, and she was a writer, but a few days after her graduation, she actually died in a car crash. Her family decided they wanted to publish a lot of her work, but she'd written an essay called The Opposite of Loneliness, and that had been published after she passed away. It was like kind of everywhere, and so I read that, and I remember thinking, oh, this is amazing, and then I sort of had a brainwave and remembered that this book existed. So I thought I would give this a little read. She's an amazing writer. She's so descriptive. Her stories are interesting. It's a series of short stories and essays that she's written. So I would definitely recommend that. It is a really, really interesting read, and it's so fascinating, but it's like a posthumous memento to who she was as a writer, which is sad, but also there's something very sweet and endearing and kind about it as well. And finally, we have The F Word by Lily Pebbles. I'm so excited to read this. I've started reading it a little bit, but I haven't really gotten into it, but it's a book all about female friendship. And that's something that is super important to me. I've really lately kind of felt like I really want to focus on my female friendships. But yeah, so this is a book written by Lily Pebbles. I love her content that she creates. I love her videos. I'm a big fan of her as a person, so I'm really, really excited to get stuck into this book. Plus, female friendships are important, and you gotta support your ladies. So yeah, I'm really excited to get stuck into this, because it just sounds like, I feel like there's gonna be moments when I'm like reading this going, oh, me too, girl, me too. Which is a really nice feeling when you're reading a book. So yeah, there we go. The F Word. There you go. That is what I have been reading recently. If you guys have any suggestions of books that you've been loving, please leave them in the comments below. I am always looking for more things to read. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll also leave the links to all the books below as well, so you can find them super easily if you're interested in reading any of them. Thanks for sticking around, guys. See you soon.